All right, y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully, y'all blessed, amazing, great, the whole nine. So today we're going to talk about the elements of a powerful dispute letter. I'm going to be transparent with y'all. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but this is like my Jordan game, flu game, you know what I'm saying? I had the idea of dropping a video, so I was like, I just gotta get y'all the sauce. You know what I'm saying? So we're going back to the basics, basically. And bro, my thing would be going off right now. All right, so this is basically for those of y'all that want to fix your credit by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to fix your credit by yourself, I understand if you can't afford credit repair services. So this is a video for you. We're gonna talk about, just the elements of a dispute letter, a powerful dispute letter. Let's get straight into it. So number one, you want to obviously include your name, your address, the date, last four of your social security. The reason why you want to include the last four of your social security or even your social security number is because a lot of times the credit bureaus, they play games and they're like, oh, we can't identify you. You got to understand, like, the credit bureaus, they're doing this for money. They're in a game of business. So you can learn from them, if you're running your own business. But the thing is, they're going to do stalling tactics. So they're going to hit you with, we don't know who you are. You should send us additional identification. So the whole purpose of putting the last four of your social is to provide that additional information that it's you. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you include that. And then number two, you want to include the creditor's info if you're sending to the creditor or the CRA. CRA is Consumer Reporting Agency. If you're new and you don't really understand like consumer law terms, Consumer Reporting Agency is Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, all those people, the crooks, basically. And then you're gonna explain what happened colloquially. When I say colloquially, just talk normally, basically. Don't do something that's like a template. We're gonna go over our late payment deletion letter template, but I want y'all to not be robotic and not sound so like copy and paste, right? So you describe what happened. I went on, you don't got to go so deep, like, oh, I went on annualcreditreport.com or I went on Experian.com. Just say I pulled a copy of my credit report and I noticed some items that I would like to dispute. If you're new, as far as disputing, you understand that there's something called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and the code is 15 USC 1681. And it was basically designed for us as consumers to have a fair and accurate credit reporting. But part of it too is the fact that we have a right to privacy. So if you go to the congressional findings section of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you just Google 15 USC 1681. And then as soon as you click on the link, it's going to take you to the congressional findings section. You can look at 1681A number 4 that talks about how you have a right to privacy. So just explain like you pulled your credit report, and the simple fact of the matter is you didn't give them written instructions to put this on your report. So just as more like foundational information. Like I said, I wanted to drop this video just to give those of y'all that are new more information. So I want to make it no excuses when I'm dropping these videos for y'all to succeed without having to hire us. You know what I'm saying? So if what I'm saying sounds like super basic, for those of y'all that's been following me for a while, it might sound basic, but I want to bring everybody up to speed. So again, if you did not give them written instructions to put the information on your report, which you did not, that's basically a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA. So it's a violation of the permissible purpose section, 15 US Code, 15 USC 1681. So basically just explain what happened. Then we get into state the laws that they violated. So I just gave you one. I just gave y'all one. 15 USC 1681B, right? That's a permissible purpose law, right? So that's one violation. And I let them know too, they're going to violate 1681C-2. That's a block of information resulting from identity theft. And you got to remember, if you don't know already, identity theft means no consent. The FTC website, if you don't know what FTC is, it's Federal Trade Commission. The FTC website literally defines identity theft as without your consent, basically. without your permission. So keep that in mind. Once you state the laws that they violate, remember you're stating it. You're stating it. So you can literally copy and paste. We're gonna go over a template letter, like I said, just to give y'all a visual. So I know I have some visual learners out there. But yeah, if you're getting value so far, before we even continue, commercial break. Make sure you subscribe, right? Like I said, I'm not feeling the best right now. It's like my Jordan game, flu game, you know what I'm saying? And some of y'all that follow me may not even notice, because I'm doing my best as far as, still giving y'all that good energy. But next thing, you're gonna explain how they violated you. This is where a lot of people mess up. You want to ask yourself, did they follow reasonable procedures? Did they actually give you proof on how they did an investigation? Things like that. When they If you send your first initial letter and you don't know how to follow up, like they say, oh, verify. Follow up with basically how they verified it. So method of verifications. 15 USC 1681 I number 7. You want to look at that one specifically. That's good for method of verification. So keep that in mind. And then the last thing, really, as far as your letter, you want to give them a call to action. So instruct them what you want them to do. Delete this item within 30 days if they can't, provide proof of whatever. But just some extra credit information, if you go to 1681C-2, it says that the information is supposed to be deleted within 4 business days. So technically, if you enforce that law, it doesn't have to be within the 30 days, but it's really on you how you exercise it. I always tell beginners just go by the FCRA, 30-day investigation, things like that. But if you get deeper into where you're actually have the confidence to go represent yourself as a pro se litigant and suing them, then you can enforce the 1681C-2, which is what I recommend, because they didn't delete within 4 business days. And then that's when we get into the information of, okay, did you send them an invoice for the violation, that kind of thing. So keep that in mind. This is pretty much what you want to include when you're having your dispute letter, when you're creating your dispute letter. I always tell people you can fix your credit by yourself, but if you find yourself like you don't have time or you just don't want to do it, that kind of thing, you want an expert to do it, you can, book a call with us and see how we can work with you. It's not going to be cheap because we do put out the information for free. We got over 1,000 videos. So y'all got to think like if we repetitively tell y'all how to do it, but you're still coming to us to do it, it's obviously going to cost for our time. And we're running a business. Given the fact we're running a business, I know a lot of y'all, most of y'all probably work a 9 to 5. When you go to your 9 to 5 job, when you work for your 2 weeks and you get your paycheck, you're not you're expecting that paycheck to come. So those of y'all that can't grasp the concept of us charging you, I want you to think about your 9 to 5. When you work your 9 to 5, you get paid, right? So don't talk to anyone on my team and be like, why are you guys charging? Don't be in my comments, that kind of thing. Because some people got that mindset just because they're just because they have a 9 to 5 mindset. Like they just work a job, they never ran their own business, that kind of thing. And I can't blame you if you never ran a business, but just don't come to our establishment not having sense, right? Because if you work your 9 to 5, you're expecting that paycheck in 2 weeks. So we're expecting to get paid for the work that we do. So hopefully that helps some of y'all to have like that 9 to 5 mindset. But yeah. So the purpose of us doing everything we're doing is to prepare if it goes to court. So keep that in mind. So just to look at a sample template letter, I'm gonna be real with y'all. We sell this dispute letter, so you can literally screenshot it if you want. If you respect our business, you can go ahead and buy it. But I can't do anything if you're gonna pause it and create your own letter based off of it. So you see, obviously, the name, address. We just use TransUnion as an example. PO Box 2000, Chester, PA, all that. So some secret sauce. We like to backdate by 60 days, and then we submit it to the CFPB. If you don't know, the CFPB is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They basically monitor the credit bureaus. They're supposed to. And the whole purpose of us backdating is to basically fast forward time so it enforces that FCRA violation. Like, oh, it's supposed to be a 30-day investigation. If we backdate by 60 days, it's 30 days late because 60 days occurred, right? So hopefully that makes sense. The colloquial speech, I received a copy of my Experian, blah, blah, blah report. notice number of late payments that need to be deleted is as follows. So just bring it to their attention what happened. And then we let them know what they violated, right? So just basically going off of what I just told you. Your agency has violated my consumer rights, violated federal law, 1681B number 2, permissible purpose. And the reason why we highlight is because there's something called the e-Oscar system. So when you send out your dispute letter, it goes through a system. And basically, the credit bureaus, they're not reading your letters. They send it through an automated system and give you an automated response. So when we do stuff like highlights, or if you handwrite your letter, you have a higher likelihood that a human being is going to read it and it's not going to go through any Oscar system. So that's why we highlight. You don't have to highlight. But at the end of the day, even if it's the e-Oscar system that's reading and it gives you an automated response, that's just more proof for you if you want to go through litigation. I actually got a mentorship program. I teach my mentees how to actually go about litigation for themselves. So they know what I'm talking about as far as, having the evidence, having the exhibits. But if you're just a listener, or if you're just a subscriber, if you're just someone that's just stumbling across me right now, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, money helps you get to the next level. If you want to really get to the next level, you know, figure out a way to get into our mentorship program. So, in accordance with written instructions of a consumer whom it relates, so we're basically just letting them know that they didn't have written instructions, right? Like what I said, I didn't give you written instructions, etc. They violated FCRA, so you got to let them know how, right? Let them know defamation of character. You can go, bro. That's a whole court case right there. Defamation of character. All right, and then in this template letter, we let them know about aggravated identity theft. We let them know about the specific creditor, right? We said they violated our rights. This is a law that we use to remove late payments pretty consistently. 15 USC 1666B. It's a timing of payments law. So it says a creditor may not treat a payment on a credit card under an open-ended consumer credit plan as late for any purpose. There's more to the law. It says it has something like within a 21-day something. But the whole thing is that with that 21-day thing that they're talking about in the law, the burden of proof is on them to prove that they delivered you your statement for that. So if they can't prove that, if you were to take it to court, then it's gonna look good in your favor, because if they don't have proof that they actually delivered the information to you, that you actually received it, it's gonna look better for your claim against them. So basically, 1666B is good for, correcting those late payments. And then remember, you got to let them know what you want them to do. I'm demanding you delete the above late payments. You have 30 days to respond, etc. Best regards, your name, and then put a copy of your ID as proof of your address. And, that's it. So like I said, I just wanted to drop this video just to bring y'all up to speed. Those of y'all that need like the most basic education as far as what to put in your template letter. I hope this helps. So my recommendation, what I would do, I would draft up this kind of letter. I would send it to, you can send this to the bureau. You see TransUnion is who we use as an example here. So send it to the bureaus that it applies to. And then you can create your own individual letter for the creditor. When you're talking about the creditor, I would recommend 1666B. So you're basically creating letters for the CRAs. I gave y'all the letter for the CRAs here, and you're creating a letter for the creditor. So you're gonna have to do your own due diligence and create your own letter, but use this law as your foundation, 1666B. So no matter whoever the creditor is, if it's Capital One, the creditor is whoever is reporting on your credit report. So Capital One, whoever. So use that as use this video as an example. I hope this helped y'all. Again, we literally sell this letter on our website. So I'm doing y'all a solid. Like this is super crazy. Like my team told me not to even do this type of video because we do sell the letter, but I was like, I just gotta help y'all. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this helped. If it helped you, take action, send out your letters, mail it out. If you don't know how to mail for free, go watch my free mailing video. And yeah, hopefully this helps. Like I said, so I'll also do a CFPB complaint, create an account, do a CFPB complaint. You do your FTC complaint because they didn't have your written instructions. Don't be doing like fake police reports or anything, but just follow the laws, binge watch my YouTube. Let us know how your progress is going. And when you're ready to get to the next level, get in the mentorship program. If you want to hire us, to actually fix your credit for you because you don't want to mess up the process. I understand that. We'll have a link below for you to book a call. With that being said, y'all have a blessed one.